Hi Scorpio, welcome to October 2017. Wow, what a month for you. Jupiter, the planet of luck, opportunity, expansion, good fortune, abundance, enters your sign on October 10th and will be there for a year. This happens once every 12 years, and so it very much is a very positive event that is going to lift up your spirit and bring many new opportunities to you and for you. And you're feeling really good in October. As you go into October, your ruling planets, Mars and Pluto, are trining. Venus and Mars are coupled together in Virgo, and they're trining Pluto. And so you're feeling, like you have these big goals that are getting completed. You're feeling visionary. You're feeling big-hearted. You are really feeling that things are going your way. You have more self-confidence, and that self-confidence brings more success, and you're just feeling really good about yourself and your life and where things are going for you. And you do have a lot to feel good about here in October, November, and so on, and into next year. And, not everyone's going to be feeling this love or harmony going on here, because the moons this month are challenging. We have the Aries full moon on October 5th, and both the sun and the moon, both lights, are being T-squared by Pluto. So Pluto squaring the moon and Pluto squaring the sun at the time of the full moon. He's also squaring Mercury, because Mercury is with the sun in Libra and being challenged by Pluto. So for you, this is about work relationships. This is about people you're working with. Now with Pluto, squaring this, it is very challenging and transformative. And Pluto and Uranus have been making these aspects now for almost a decade. Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008. And we've been going through this major transformation and change in our personal lives, in the world, and so on. And so it is continuing. Now, when it, aspects like this, for you, it is about what's going on behind the scenes. It is about what's going on with other people that you're working with. And Pluto is exposing some things. So there could be secrets that come out, because Pluto also rules what's taboo, what's not acceptable by society. And so you could find that things come out about people at work that can be very strange or weird, but not for you. You'd be like, I'm not surprised, I kind of knew. But, anyway, it is about being authentic and being truthful and, being honest with what is needed here. And you can really be the calm within the storm here, is that you can, be a mediator with people. If you've got people that are arguing or fighting, you can mediate with the different groups of people and really be incredibly helpful here in October with these very rocky energies that are going on. And, the Libra is behind the scenes for you. So there could be some things going on behind the scenes that even surprise you, that you didn't know about, that come out this month in October. So there's a lot of rocky energy here, and it's kind of weird because there's this big love energy going on. Venus and Mars are coupled together. They haven't been coupled together all year, And now for the first time they're coupled together, and they are in harmony with Pluto, but Saturn is challenging them. And when Saturn challenges relationships like this, it, puts roadblocks up on the road to love. And it can be broken agreements. It can be stress caused by one party denying the other or violating an agreement. And what starts out with great hope may end in disappointment or termination of the alliance. And so, that is going on here in October, end of September, October. But then when the sun moves into Scorpio, things really start to get better. And it does help when Mars enters Libra on the 22nd, and of course Venus entering Libra on the 14th as well. So there is some really good things in here that will help to put the alliances back together. So, but when we're dealing with a Pluto challenge like this, there could be some people acting out in anger at work. There could be some people really going over the top. And, we don't want to fuel the fire. Aries is fire. This is a fiery moon. We want to be the calm within the storm. We want to find the balance. Libra is about mediation. You would make an awesome mediator this month with people and different groups of people that aren't working through their differences in the first part of the month. You could really help with that. And, another thing, too, is the Grand Fire Trine is still on. It's on at the Aries full moon, and it's on at the Libra new moon, and that is with Saturn in Sagittarius trining Uranus in Aries to the North Node in Leo. And that is another way out, too. And so you may be called to leadership, taking on a leadership role at work. You may find that you're being promoted and that others could be let go of, too, in an organization that you belong to. And that, something comes up and, the groups are moving around or things are really being moved around in the organization, and then you get promoted. And so it's exciting for you, but you do have to navigate these crazy waters. And of course, it can be, crazy weather going on. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto represent the collective consciousness. They represent forces outside of us that affect us personally, but that come at us like through other people or an organization or the weather or the government, things that are outside of us that can have an impact on us. And so, there's going to be this crazy stuff going on in the world and going on with others that can impact you personally, but I see you doing really well in it. So in other words, you come up smelling like a rose. You're just like, wow, I can't believe I got a promotion, or I'm starting my own business, or I'm you're thriving in this energy. You're doing really well. And it could be final like on the 9th, too, because that's when the sun exactly squares Pluto. But then Jupiter enters Scorpio on the 10th. That is, so marvelous and amazing and beautiful and harmonious. And you really are feeling the harmony this month. And it's, it's not your typical, usual self. I mean, because, you have that incredible radar, you see the warts and bumps, and you see the ugly, the shadow side in human behavior. You can't help it. But now with Jupiter in your sign and Mars and Pluto in harmony and these other energies in here harmonizing with you, you're just going with the flow and singing yippity-doo-dah-day. Things are going my way. And why not? Venus will enter Libra on the 14th, and the sun will harmonize with Saturn on the 16th. Mercury enters Scorpio on the 17th. Now you have Jupiter and Mercury in your sign. And that brings you to the Libra new moon. This is another intense moon because the sun and the moon are coupled together in Libra, and they're being opposed by Uranus. Now, with Jupiter close to the new moon and coupled with Mercury, it really is about speaking the truth. Uranus is a liberator, and the first liberation that happens is in the mind. We must liberate our mind first in order to liberate our lives. And Uranus is breaking up outworn patterns and perceptions that no longer serve. And for you, this may have to do with what's going on behind the scenes with you, but you're feeling really strong and you're speaking the truth, and it's spiritual too with you. So it's like you're really dialed in to higher power, higher source energy. And you know, that's the key for all of us, because there's a lot of fear and anxiety and negativity sweeping the planet. And because these planets represent the collective, we can get ourselves caught up in fear. We can get ourselves caught up in anxiety, even when it has nothing to do with you. It's just you watch the news, or you saw this, or, you know, and you can get caught up in it. But the position you're in this month, you have this incredible spiritual strength, and you're relying on it. You're relying on your intuition. And it's like you have the ability to say the right thing at the right time. When others are just like, oh, can you believe it? Oh my goodness, this is so awful. Or, did you know so-and-so is doing such and such with so-and-so? I didn't know, and now I know, and it's so weird and strange and taboo, and I don't like it. You have the words. You have the wisdom. You have the truth. You can just say, you know, it's just part of human condition, and it's better to know than not to know, because now we know what's really going on, and we can act more effectively. We can make better decisions because we know the truth about things. And so you really can empower others here in October and November by tapping into that wisdom that you have, tapping into that all-seeing eye, that knowing, that truth that you have, and help others understand that we're being transformed, we're being changed, so that we can come up in vibration, that we can come up higher, get off the wheel of reincarnation, and ascend. And sometimes we have to be shaken out of things. And sometimes the lid gets ripped off, or the Band-Aid gets ripped off, and, you know, we see, oh, the infection's still there. I didn't take care of it. I got to take care of it now. It's better to know than to not know and to think everything's fine. It's better to know what's really going on than to think that everything's lovely and wonderful when it's not. And you have the tools, you have the power to really help others bounce back from the shakeup that's coming with these moons. And, you know, the Aries full moon with Pluto, powerful Pluto, and, you know, Pluto's asking for the truth, and Pluto is saying, you know, look at, don't deny and disown your own shadow, don't project it onto others, own it. You know, why is this person pushing your buttons? Why is this person having so much power over you? Or this situation or that situation? Own your power. Take your power back. And, you know, do what's right for you. Do what you need to do to take care of you. And, you know, sometimes these energies push us out. You know, if people are being pushed out, it's because it's time to go. And that doesn't mean they're not going to move on to something even better. And so, you know, everything happens for a reason. And Saturn is in harmony with the Sun and the Moon at the Libra new moon, which can empower you to really have that voice of truth and supporting others if they're really getting stirred up here by these energies or going through a lot of massive change at once. Traumatic change, you really can empower them to help them deal with a difficult situation or deal with difficult people at work. Like, you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the patience and perseverance to help others and help yourself too deal with, you know, things that may spill onto you that aren't about you, but might get spilled onto you because you walked into the room at a certain time, but it was probably Creator sending you in there to help mediate and mitigate some of the debris that's coming up with Pluto, powerful Pluto challenging everything. And, you know, diplomacy is absolutely the best. We want to be assertive, not aggressive, and we don't want to react. And, you know, this is about working smarter, not harder. It is about focusing your attention on how you can be more effective and efficient. This is the time of the harvest in the Northern Hemisphere. We are harvesting all that we've sown this year. And this is when the chickens come home to roost. And so for all of us, we're going to be dealing with these energies. For you, you've got Jupiter in your sign, you've got your ruling planets harmonizing, and it's really happening in an area that's not, you know, impacting you personally. It has more to do with work than you. And, you know, it really is exciting for you because that grand fire trine is on, and the North Node is in Leo, and that is about your destiny in the world, your profession in the world, your reputation in the world, your leadership in the world. So you are being seen as a visionary, and you're being given tremendous opportunity now, this month, next month, and all of next year. And Saturn's going to move into Capricorn, which sextiles Scorpio and will be sextiling Jupiter. That's business expansion. That's opportunity. And, you know, so you are being groomed in a way for leadership, for taking on a larger role and achieving big goals, you know, and you're feeling it. Like you really do want to help others too during this time period to see the light or see the, you know, the opportunities even, you know, during turmoil and disruption that may be happening these first few weeks of October, and it does start at the end of September. But with Mars moving into Libra, and then the next day the Sun into Scorpio on the 23rd, happy birthday! You know, things start to get better for everyone. And the Sun will exactly couple with Jupiter on the 26th. Mark that day on your calendar, because that is a power day for you. That is a day where things can really start to be happening for you in magical ways, where things you've been wanting are just being brought to you, coming your way. And it's exciting. It's amazing. And things really do get better because, oh, and happy Halloween is on the 31st, is the energies become more harmonious when that Sun moves into Scorpio, you know, and Venus enters Libra on the 14th. That's really helpful too. And then Mercury enters Scorpio on the 17th, which is really helpful. And so it's like something goes into Libra, something goes into Scorpio, something goes into Libra, something goes into Scorpio. And those energies are going to help put people back together again. So if people are, you know, breaking up or alliances are falling apart, we could find that things really improve dramatically by that last 10 days of October and into November. There are several harmonious aspects unfolding. Long-range plans are being developed and agreements are back on. And that includes marriage, that includes alliances, can now be formalized, because love is really powerful here in October and November and December. And so if things get shaky or things get rocky, they will smooth out. They will smooth over. And that's why we do want to be diplomatic, but yet we do want to be truthful. Scorpio rules emotional truth. And Pluto is requiring the truth at the Hunter's moon, the Aries full moon. And Uranus is requiring it at the Libra new moon. And so we want to be truthful and honest and but yet we want to be diplomatic. We want to be assertive, not aggressive, and we want to be helpful. And and so this can bring on again, off again, but back on again relationships. And that's the good news, that love is really strong, and that twin flames and soulmates are being brought together, and that alliances are being brought together, and we can do so much more together than we can alone, separately. And so that's good. This is what we want. And if things get rocky, or Saturn's pointing things out, or Pluto's pointing things out, or Uranus is pointing things out, it doesn't mean we can't work through them, because we can. And now we'll be even more powerful together, because all the cards are on the table, we know where we stand, and we can act more effectively together. And that's good news. So for those of you available for love, open for love, it's on. Love is on in October here. And it could be someone you're working with. It could be someone that you already know. It could be a friend. It could be someone that you're part of a group with, and you know them through networking, or a group you belong to. Or they're just coming in, they're on their way, and it's beautiful. And even when Saturn tests it, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you won't get beyond any challenges that come up. And keep the faith, because as the month moves on, things get much better, and alliances are back on. And for those of you coupled, I'm not seeing any challenge here in that area. And with Jupiter in your sign, it's going to make the relationship better. It's going to make relationships better, because you're feeling better, you're feeling good, you're feeling optimistic and harmonious. You want to harmonize with others. You're going to notice that, like, you're not even into the conflict. You are just like, nope, not going there, not interested. And you're just I'm thinking of that old Coca-Cola commercial. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I know that's so weird for Scorpio. I get it. But you watch. Like, you are going to find, like, over these next few months, you are just all about the harmony and prosperity and opportunity and love. And you are really glowing and just so excited about all the good things coming your way, that you want to be focused on the positive. And that's why we need you out front, because we need you in a leadership role, so that others can see, oh wow, if Scorpio can do it, I can do it too. And that's why we always want to be focused on creativity, not competition, because it's like the Oprah effect. If each one of us becomes really successful, everyone else around us gets successful too, because we're basing our wealth on creativity, and that encourages everyone to tap into their creativity, their talent, and become successful and wealthy too. And that's the age of Aquarius. And so it is amazing for you. And money is just going to improve, because you're getting a promotion up here, and more money is going to be brought to you with Jupiter in your sign. And, you could see a bonus in here in October, right at the beginning of the month, anytime this month. You could see, also if you get promoted, you get a pay raise. If you own your own business, you're just get ready for getting really busy, because you're going to be really busy, and lots of people want to work with you, and that brings more abundance. And career is fantastic. And that's where you want to be focused. You want to be focused on living your best life, and focused on your goals, your big opportunity. And, you can really, you spiritually, you really feel God working in your life now. You're really going to feel that force, that invisible force that is leading you and directing you on your path and taking you to your heart's desire. And it's amazing. Now, health, anything that could come up would be around the Aries full moon, or maybe even the Libra new moon. Is with Jupiter in your sign, your health is going to improve. Your physical body is going to improve. And that's good news. But, you know, take good care of you. Balance is the key, and you know, not doing too much. You know, don't do tomorrow's work today. Stay in today, and that will keep you healthy, wealthy, and wise. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my videos, Scorpio, and sharing. You're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel and the work that I'm doing here with you. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. You go to my astrology page, you purchase a consultation. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to talk about your business, you want to talk about a new startup, you want to talk about promotion, it's very easy. You go to my coaching page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Scorpio! Wow. Huh. Everyone's going to want to be Scorpio now.